Hello, my name is Anson Asaka. I'm the founder of New Possibilities. And today I want to talk about the controversy involving Kanye West and the Confederate flag. There's been a lot of press about the fact that Kanye West is going to sell clothing that includes Confederate symbols and flags on it. And as if that wasn't bad enough, Kanye West has been in public posing in one instance with himself shrouded in a Confederate flag. In another incident, I saw him with a green jacket with a Confederate logo on the sleeve. And in that particular photo, he was actually leaving Barney's store. And that store has been in the news lately about the issue of racial profiling. There have been two African American customers that went to that store, at least two. Those are two that we know about, who went to that store and they were profiled as criminals. They were stopped and harassed by the police, accused of using fraudulent credit cards. And it turns out that these young people used their hard-earned cash to purchase items at Barney's, and they were profiled for doing so. So Kanye West actually went to this Barney's store, purchased some items, and left. And he took photographs with this jacket on bearing the Confederate symbol. Now, this has caused a lot of controversy for some obvious reasons. And I'm just going to talk about, why I strongly oppose, this effort by Kanye West to embrace the Confederate flag. The Confederate flag is a symbol of treason. It's a symbol of oppression. It is a symbol of war. It is a symbol of the oppression of the African in America, the African Americans. A civil war was waged in this country. Hundreds of thousands of people died in that war. And the Confederates used that flag to symbolize their resistance to the nation, to symbolize their struggle not to fight against slavery, but to do everything in their power to maintain the institution of slavery. In slavery, most of us have an idea of the brutality of slavery. We've seen glimpses of it. But we can't even imagine the complete brutality of slavery because none of us lived during that time period. Our ancestors, African Americans, our ancestors, were kidnapped. They were brought to America in chains, in bondage. They were shackled and they were sold like animals. They were put on auction blocks. They were separated from their original culture and language. We were separated from our original religions and customs. We were deprived of our very humanity. We were beaten, we were raped, we were robbed of our human dignity. And the Confederate flag was the symbol of the people that wanted to do everything in their power to maintain slavery. And it is insane to me that an African American would parade around in the symbol of slavery. It is insane to me that an African American would use such a symbol and sell such a symbol. That is an outrage. And this is not just about slave history. It's about recent history. The Confederate flag is not just a symbol of slavery. It is also a symbol of modern day racism. When our brothers and sisters in the 50s and 60s were fighting to integrate schools, fighting to integrate restaurants, fighting for the right to have basic human rights, like the right to go and eat where they want, the right to ride in the bus in any seat that they want to ride in, the right to go to any business that they want to go to, the right to go to the restroom without being segregated into the colored section, the right to drink from a water fountain without being put into the only being allowed to drink from the colored fountain. When we were fighting for those basic human rights, the symbol that was used in the South to rally the racists and the separatists and segregationists was the Confederate flag. That was their rallying symbol. And today it is still the symbol used by white racist supremacist groups like the Ku Klux Klan. And even today's Tea Party uses that symbol as their dog whistle to express their contempt for a black man being in the White House. So the Confederate flag is a symbol of oppression, and it is insane that an African American would profit from such a symbol. It is a shame that an African American would parade around wearing such a symbol. It is a disgrace. You wouldn't see a Jewish person wearing a swastika. You wouldn't see a Jewish person selling swastika items. So why in the hell would an African American do such a foolish thing as sell, why would an African American sell Confederate items? The only explanation has to be publicity. The only explanation has to be ego. And Kanye West claims that he is basically trying to reframe that symbol and own it and recreate it to have a different meaning. But the fact of the matter is, hundreds of years of history, decades of history cannot be reversed by one entertainer with an inflated ego. As far as I'm concerned, the Confederate flag is worthless. It is a symbol that should not be honored. It's a symbol that should not be saluted. It is a symbol that should be destroyed.